21? Yes. Verse 21. And they were informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles forsake Moses, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children, neither to walk after the customs. What is it therefore? The multitude must needs come together, for they will hear that thou art come. Do therefore this that we say to thee. We have 4 men which have a vow on them. Them take and purify thyself with them, and be at charges with them, that they may shave their heads, and all may know that those things whereof they were informed concerning thee are nothing, but that thou thyself also walkest orderly and keepest the law. Now, in Judaism, circumcision is kind of a big thing. Yes. And it's a big thing to me because I made sure that my sons were circumcised. Yeah. And this taking of vows, I've had some experience with this. Yeah. I once took a Nazarite vow, a Nazarene vow. It's in the Old Testament. Shaved off all my hair. Yeah. And I vowed that I would not touch a dead person and I wouldn't eat any grapes or raisins. Mm-hmm. But it didn't work out very good for me. I really shouldn't make vows because I found that when you make a vow, there's the possibility that you could be liable for violating it. Now, when we look at the difference in the circumcision between those that are Jewish circumcised, yeah, those that are Gentile circumcised, pooch. The idea of the foreskin is very important to a lot of religions. Pooh. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm just wanting to know, yes, of all the circumcised Jews, do you have a different method of circumcision than the Gentiles do? Yeah. Now, usually it's the Bell method. But my circumcision, yeah, is different than that, and I got it in the 1970s. I don't know really how they did it back then. But there are these individuals called the monikers or whatever they are. Yeah. That it's a special ceremony in Judaism. Yeah. Why don't you give me the foreskins of all of Judaism? See, there's this pain pleasure concept when programming. Yes. That your first experience of pain could be sewn into when being a child. Yes. And then as an adult, you actually receive pleasure from causing pain to other individuals. It's an odd kind of programming. Yeah. But using the memories of infants, male children, yes, have their first experience of pain, not in the childbirth, though it's something of an experience. It's the actual circumcision that is the painful experience. Now, when we look at the exploitation of the population and all the Jews that have done so well for themselves as a stereotype, yeah. You didn't happen to sew into the circumcision, did you? No. You know, there's that head concept. Now, my thought was that my sexual nerve endings would be controlled by volunteers. Yes, a lot of men said I couldn't do it for 1 minute, but you'd be surprised how stimulating stuffing a vagina is. It's not very intimate. There's no kissing involved. No, it's just you just squat down for a minute to have a look to see if your vagina's open or not. And if I decide it's not, then you do it for another minute. Get back up, you get dressed, and you go on your way. Boo! There is no real intimacy in the sexual experience of stuffing a vagina. Now, obviously, during the actual orgasm of the individual volunteer, I am a big want, yes, of what is known as the kissing orgasm. There's nothing like just this deep mouth kiss of love when experiencing the orgasm of a woman that has to read the orgasm of other women. On the one side, it's not very intimate. Pooh, it's kind of a function of the programming. Yes. On the other side, it is a tremendous loving experience having that close intimacy.